in case you don't know, the voiceover industry, or the voiceover craft, was the very first craft ever introduced into this world as we know it. And God said, "Let there be light." That was voiceover. That was voiceover.
No, just look at that.
No, that was voiceover.
It's not just good with its voice. It's good with words. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back like we never left. You know what time it is? One Mic Africa with Masterteamy. I bring to you somebody really special, somebody phenomenal, a man with many talents. Do you understand me? A corporate event host, a voiceover artist, a broadcaster, a saxophonist, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Samuel Ojo, Oj SKILLZ, my bro.
This
Oj SKILLZ.
This one way they heal me like this.
Oj SKILLZ.
I hope I'm safe, bro.
So many skills.
I hope I'm safe.
Many talents,
I hope I'm
you know?
safe, bro.
You safe. I mean, in safe hands. Safety first.
Yeah, man.
How's it going, bro?
Man, it's going great.
How's it going?
I cannot tell you otherwise.
It's been a while.
Man,
Talk to me. What's going on? Oj SKILLZ.
yeah, well, you know, Nigeria is happening to us now.
It is. Is it happening to you? It's happening to us.
It's happening to us.
That's right.
But we must always push, and that's what I've been up to. I've been pushing.
I like that. I see that, you know, well lately, and I like that, you know. If you go to an event, if you have not seen Mr. Samuel Ojo, Oj SKILLZ, I think you should check out of that event, because if he's not there as a corporate event host, he's there as a broadcaster. If he's not there as a broadcaster, he's there as a saxophonist. If he's not there as a saxophonist, he's there as a moderator. This man is full of talent. That's why they call him Oj SKILLZ, you know. So Oj SKILLZ, tell me.
You know,
The
the interesting thing is that many people don't know that how I got this nickname Oj SKILLZ.
Okay.
It's not from any of these things you've mentioned.
Okay.
You see, I got this nickname way back in secondary school. And I'm going to shock you. It was because of my...
I'm shocked already.
It was because of my phenomenal abilities with the football.
Okay. He plays soccer too.
No, I used to play. But
Still the body now.
Yeah, you still the body now. If we gotta go pitch.
Coach normally.
So now you can actually.
Okay, JJ.
So that was how I got the nickname. But then afterwards, all of these skills began to pop up. It was like the name heralded all of these skills.
Okay.
So that's how the nickname came about.
Oj SKILLZ. I see that. So tell me. I mean, like what you do. You understand? I'd like you to walk us through it.
Okay. So if you hear of the name Samuel Ojo, Oj SKILLZ, what should come to mind is this guy is a premium voiceover artist.
Premium.
Emphasis on premium.
Yeah.
He is a corporate event host. He's a saxophonist. He's a drummer. He's a chemical engineer by education.
Okay, I didn't know about that.
Many people don't know. And he's also a sweet husband.
Single ladies back up.
So yeah, that's Oj SKILLZ in a nutshell.
Oj SKILLZ in a nutshell. I like that. I mean, you know, all of these skills are skills that not just everybody, all of these talents, not just everybody embodies that, you know. And tell me, which of these skills, which of these talents is your favorite one?
My favorite. Now that's a difficult one.
So you definitely are a favorite one.
That's a difficult one. But I would say it's voiceovers. I would say it's voiceovers. Okay. So though the saxophone is competing with voiceovers, but I would say it's voiceovers.
So why voiceover?
Why voiceovers? It's an amazing opportunity to be able to contribute your voice in any capacity.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days, we used to have activists like the popular fella, we had the Ganifara Emis, lending their voices, so to speak, to the cause of humanity.
Exactly.
Now, this dispensation, in this age and time, that's the role voiceover artists play. There's barely anything that goes on right now that a voiceover artist hasn't got his hand in.
That's right. Correct.
Any field of endeavor.
That's right.
From health to entertainment to the corporate world.
That's right.
to music, there's a voiceover artist involved in one of these processes.
Yeah.
So for me, it's an amazing opportunity to be able to contribute literally now, in literal terms, my voice to advancing humanity.
That's right. You know, one thing that I need you guys to pay attention to is this, yeah? The fact that we talked about activism, you know, and I'm going to come back to that later. So tell me, all these skills, all these talents, how did you develop them, discover and develop them, that you have them?
Okay, well, I did mention that I have some education in so, well, I discovered sometime during my days at the University of Lagos. I think I was assisted by people to discover that I've got this amazing voice.
Okay.
And today I tell people it's more than just the voice.
Yeah.
It goes beyond having a good voice.
Okay.
Or having a baritone voice or a deep voice.
Okay.
I see guys on the streets. I tell them go to the bus stops. You would see bus conductors who have huskier voices than I do.
That's right.
So at the time I was lucky, you know, to be pushed in the right direction. See how I can hone this skill from radio, branched out to voiceover artist.
Not to cut you short, yeah. Pushed by who?
You know, I had
friends, family.
Yeah, friends. I think friends played the greater part. You know, when you have somebody saying, bro, you've got this amazing voice, which by the way wasn't as amazing as this back then. We're talking about some 6-7 years back.
Okay.
What do you plan to do with it? So I was so lucky that as at that time, I was very close to a radio station, which was the university radio station back then.
Okay, yeah.
I took a trip down there, met with the manager at the time, and that was the beginning of it for me. I think, I'm not sure if before then, but for me, it's everything has been enmeshed in one.
Okay.
From radio to voiceovers to playing the saxophone to corporate event hosting.
Yeah.
Even apart from when it comes to voiceovers, I don't just do voicing. Yeah. I'm an audio producer.
Okay.
So everything has been intertwined. Everything has been in there somewhere.
I see that. So all of this here somehow keeps you in the studio. Can we call you a studio rat?
Well,
not literally.
You can call me that.
Okay.
You can call me that.
Okay. So the part where you chose to be a corporate event host, which I'm sure you can do. You can host any kind of event. You can, but you chose to be a corporate event host. Why that?
Okay, that's a fantastic question. And let me just start by saying, I don't find myself humorous.
Okay.
Though people say I could be.
Okay.
So when I was going into hosting events, I just said to myself, bro, how would you avoid having to be compelled to be humorous?
Okay.
I just thought, well, corporate event hosting, corporate events. Now, you know the funny thing?
Yeah.
I've now come to realize that there is no such thing as being an event host without being humorous.
So you have to engage your audience.
I've come to realize it.
Yeah.
So it's just beautiful to know that anything you want to do, even if you are not setting out to do everything at once, start out with a specific.
Okay.
And before you know it, you're everywhere.
Can we call that learning on the job?
Maybe not learning on the job.
Okay.
More like discovering on the job.
Okay. Growing on the job. Okay,
right.
Now look at it. I need you to walk us through your first ever corporate event hosting.
My first ever corporate event hosting gig was in the year 2023.
This year?
Yeah. If this year is 2023, then it must have been this year.
Okay. So talk to me about that.
And I'll shock you now. My first.
It's been shocking me.
No, I'm about to shock you even for
me.
that. My first corporate event hosting gig was where we met.
Really?
That was where we met.
Shout out to the QHSCS community.
Yes. So that was at the QHSCS Leadership Academy vocation ceremonies.
Yeah.
That was my first official corporate event hosting gig. And for me, it wasn't much of a challenge because I had the opportunity over the years, I think 3, 4, 5 years running now, to be the official host for my church's Christmas carol service every year. And it was a period of learning. It was a period of brewing.
Yeah.
So I did not know that a couple of years down the line, I would be taking all of this experience and exporting it to the world.
See, there's just something about this man. Yeah, he knows how to connect everything together. Yeah, we're coming back. We're still going to come back to the church part and also come back to the brewing part because he has a brand he has worked with that has to do with brewing. We'll come back to that. Yeah. So now, talk to me. Yeah. Do you belong to the school of thought? The church is a talent farm, because we have a lot of artists, a lot of people in the entertainment industry. They tend to say, "I started in church. Yeah, and which I've seen. So talk to me. Do you think that's cool?
Yeah, I would say so, and I would say more categorically, the church is the biggest talent factory. I would say so. Because, like I said, whatever I'm doing today as a corporate event host, I started from the church. And definitely still ongoing. The platform the church provides is a massive one.
Yeah.
Because in there, you can find the opportunity to learn something about virtually every sphere out here, every sector, every field.
Yeah.
If you want to go into the sanitation or the hygiene industry or the health industry, you've got the sanitation workers in the church.
Yeah. Can start with them.
Let's not even go there. Let's talk about the media.
Yeah.
The media in the church.
Yeah.
Right. So take the 21st century church, for example.
Exactly. The setting.
A church that streams their services online.
Yeah.
Go to the media department.
Yeah.
You learn how to handle the camera. You learn how to mix.
Yeah.
You learn the technical side of sound.
That's right.
You learn how to handle the photo camera.
That's right.
You learn lighting.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity to be in that kind of setting, and you come out here, what can't you do?
If you position yourself very well.
If you position yourself very well.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, you agree that the church, the talent farm.
Yeah, I do agree.
I like that. I've had a lot of people say that to me, and I've tried to pay attention to it, and I've seen, Now, like I said, if for people who don't really understand what voiceover artisting, what this voiceover artisting is, because there are people that don't know what it is.
Okay.
You understand? They don't know if it's already an existing industry, if it's something they need to learn, how to learn it, how to go about it. Do I need to have a baritone voice if I can be a voiceover artist? Is it something that I can grow? You get me? So talk us through it for those that don't really know what it is.
Okay, let me start from the last part. Do I need to have a baritone artist? Now tell people that there are jobs I would bid for. I might necessarily not be in the best position to execute those jobs.
Okay.
When it comes to the client's perspective.
Okay.
Because I have a baritone voice.
Okay.
Should I take it again? There are jobs I will not be a good fit for.
Okay.
Because of the baritone voice.
Okay.
So essentially, you don't need to have a baritone voice.
Okay.
To be a successful voiceover artist.
Okay.
I have colleagues who don't have baritone voices, who are doing massively well, right? If you want to make the baritone voice the yardstick, what about the ladies?
Exactly.
What about the female voice of artists we've got?
Voice of artists.
Yeah, we've got them making waves.
Okay.
Shout out to Stephanie there, by the way.
Okay.
The voice of the vocal expressionist. She's doing massively. So if and by the way, I also know a female voice of artist. We've got a female voice as an actual voice, but can go guttural like a man.
Really?
Yeah.
She trained that.
It comes with training. So that brings me to the other part. I told you that years back, it started with you have a great voice, and like I said, the voice was not as good as it is right now, because over the years it has been worked upon. There's been training, and there's been constant improvement.
That's right. Emphasis on improvement.
Improvement is it will never end.
That's right.
First, have a good voice, not have a baritone voice. Have a good voice. If it's mid-range, if it's high pitch, have a good voice. Then we now talk about training, because when it comes to voiceovers, there are some key things you need to look at beyond having a good voice.
Okay.
You need to look at clarity. Your speech needs to be as clear as possible.
Okay.
You need to have good breath control. You need to be able to read and be precise, be accurate.
That's right.
And voiceovers, broadcasting.
Voiceover artists get scripts like normal acting.
Yes.
Scripting.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what we call copies of.
Are there times where you got to work with 3 different people, multiple people in the studio at the same time?
Oh yes.
They're trying to deliver a certain job.
Yes. Yes. I think that was one of such was for the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon in 2018 or thereabouts. Yeah, there were approximately eight of us on that project.
Okay.
When we were there in the studio, I mean, each man's got his own role to play, but contributing to the project as a whole.
That's right.
Yes. So yes, there have been times when more than 2-3 people have to work together. It's not always solo.
That's amazing. I mean, which one did you enjoy the most? Which one do you enjoy the most? Is it the solo sessions or the ones you have people in the studio?
Definitely the ones you have people in the studio.
Okay.
Any opportunity to get together with fellow creatives, man, it's always bliss.
That's right.
It's always bliss.
That's right.
Where you get to listen to other people, you get to throw in your own ideas.
Yeah.
It's always wonderful.
For you've worked with a lot of brands, national, multinational brands, the likes of Good Ultimate Search, Access Bank, like you mentioned, Lagos State, Vantage, MTN, and so many more like that. How did you bag these jobs?
How did I bag these jobs?
Yeah, these big gigs. These are big jobs. Because I want to encourage the people out there that want to be like you. Because me, I want to be like you now. So I want to get the encouragement and also encourage those behind the scene.
Okay.
And those that are going to watch me later,
Okay. Some of these jobs I bagged based on goodwill.
Based on goodwill. Invest in goodwill.
Be able to cultivate healthy relationships with people.
Healthy relationship. Healthy.
I did a few jobs. I think I did one for Trace Naija at the onset of my career as a voiceover artist. I've done stuff for Super Sport. I've done Access. Okay, so something like the Access Bank gig, the Super Sport gig. Then I think I mentioned Access Bank, Super Sport. They all came from the same
Circle of people.
Circle. I've done stuff for Glow.
Okay.
From the same circle.
Okay.
So So you need to invest in relationships. It's not enough to have the gift. It's not enough to have the skills. You also must be in the good books of the people.
It goes a long way.
It goes a very long way. So how I bagged my major gigs, I've been through the good deal of people, relationships.
That's right.
But of course, you have to deliver first. Deliver the first one, and then the relationship can continue. It gets bigger and bigger.
You know, I call voiceover artists God in human body, because you guys embody a lot of human beings. I mean, you can be speaking like this right now. You switch over to something else. The switch is what I look at and I see. I'll be like, how are they doing it?
Oh yeah. So that's another aspect of voiceovers. That's voice acting.
Voice acting.
You know, growing up, we used to watch animations, and maybe as kids then we just thought the cartoon characters were the ones speaking.
Yeah.
Wrong. Those have been voice actors.
I was surprised the day I find out the lady behind the voice of Boondocks. You know, I was really surprised. You know, and she was doing the male and the female voice.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, I think I even saw something like that today. Most of the major cartoon characters, maybe not most, because I don't have the numbers now, whether male or female, were voiced by females. Let me not say most, a large percentage, a large number were, like you said, Boondocks.
Yeah.
The male, the guy and the girl were both voiced by the same person. A female.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of
I was blown away when I discovered that. I was blown away.
That's the beauty.
You know, I was blown away.
And I tell people that you probably have heard my voice on radio or TV at some point, but you would not know I was the one.
Exactly. You know, the good ultimate, especially, you know, who would have thought I'll be sitting down close to my mentor like this?
Okay, I need to clear the air. I need to clear the air on that one.
Okay.
And maybe somebody's going to learn something from this also.
Okay.
So for the good whatever you saw about the good ultimate search was not official.
Okay.
I did not do that job for the good ultimate search.
So okay.
That was something I picked up and did to push my brand out there.
Oh, I see. Just like we have artists doing covers to music.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, but you might not be able to tell the difference when you're good the ultimate.
I can't. As you can see, I can't. You know, I can't. You know, I can't. I still can't tell. I'm still surprised that not until now you're telling me. You know.
So sometimes you might not get. That's another thing about getting the gigs. You need to preempt the brand, right? It doesn't come to you. Sometimes you have to go for it.
Yeah.
You have to do something to make them see that you're around.
So that brings us to this. You know, we have music industry. We have the movie industry. We have the voiceover industry. Who are the people? Who are the pioneers? Who are the frontliners and the big players in the game? You know, who are the people we need to know, hear about? And
okay, great. That's a great question. The voiceover industry has been around for a very long time, globally.
Safe to say, as long as the entertainment industry.
Exactly. But here in Nigeria, it's a growing industry. It's still at the growing stage. Yes, the way we have the entertainment industry here in Nigeria, we have the voiceover industry. We have people who are playing their part in ensuring that as fast as possible, this industry in Nigeria catches up with the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we have training facilities, training centers. We actually have an association of voiceover artists here in Nigeria. That's AVOA.
Okay, AVOA. Okay.
That's the Association of Voiceover Artists.
Okay. How do we follow them on Instagram and Facebook? Because
if you just search for AVOA on Instagram, you should be able to find
AVOA.
I don't have the handle.
What's the spelling?
AVOA.
AVOA. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And we also got leading voiceover training institutes. I mean, I got my own training from the voiceover workshop.
Okay.
It's run by the visionary King Emmanuel Afemi here. King E Afemi on Instagram. You've got the Voiceover Academy run by the brand master Sean Shobo. So you see, it's an industry.
Yeah,
it's growing. It's not there yet, but definitely it is an industry.
Yeah, it is. It is. I like the fact that it's a growing industry, and also we've seen their impact. Understand, when you look at what they've done over the years, and you can't write it off. It's for people like you. We tend to meet people like you every day, and we don't even know what you do. You understand? And the saxophonist part here is what I want us to come to now before we proceed. Saxophonist part. Why saxophone?
Today I major in the saxophone, but I started out as a drummer.
Okay.
I still play the drums. I mean,
too many talents.
To some extent, I can hold it out for my church drummer if he's not around, or if he says, "My boy, just do this," I can still hold it down to a large extent. I did play the trumpet at some point.
Okay.
I play the piano at the moment. I play the guitar, maybe not professionally, but if it comes to filling in for someone,
okay,
I could do that. But why the saxophone? I think I just fell in love with the instrument. I just fell in love with it. Like I said, I played the trumpet at some point. I keep hearing this argument about which one is the hardest.
I was going to ask that question.
The trumpet or the saxophone.
What's the difference?
I wouldn't say anyone is more difficult. I wouldn't say anyone is more difficult.
Okay.
It's just there's boundless limits to what you can do on each instrument.
Okay.
But for me, I think I fell in love with the saxophone and decided to stick with the saxophone.
Okay. So the saxophone thing, you when you're doing it, how do you feel about it?
When I'm doing it, I feel great. I feel great. I think it's the same for every instrument. Whatever instrument you play is an extension of yourself.
Exactly.
So whatever sound that's coming from the saxophone is coming from me.
Yeah.
So if it makes you happy, it means I'm making you happy. If it makes you feel lifted, it's coming from me. So I feel good about it.
That's right. That's right. Now I want to call you the sound man. You understand? Because the reason I want to call you the sound man is this: everything about you has to event host, you're bringing out sound.
Okay.
Voiceover artist, sound.
Yeah.
Saxophone, sound.
Okay.
Broadcasting, sound.
Okay. I want to see where you're going with this.
The reason I want to call you sound man is this: our world is shaped by sound. The world we have today, is shaped by sound.
Yeah.
You understand? Every instruction's passed by sound. You understand? I can imagine a world without sound.
Well, let me say this very quickly. In case you don't know, the voiceover industry, or the voiceover craft, was the very first craft ever introduced into this world as we know it. And God said, "Let there be light." That was voiceover.
No, just look at that.
That was voiceover.
It's not just good with his voice. It's good with words. Witty. You understand? Okay, now you're gonna give me 5 different voices here. You understand? I need 5 different voices here. Now I need you to speak like Chief Peter Edochie, right? I need his voice.
You're putting me on the spot right now. You want me to do a character impression of
Chief Peter Edochie? Yeah.
Give me a proverb.
A proverb. Okay. What the elder sees while sitting down, a child might not see it when they climb the tree.
Okay. Let me give that a try. I don't have his voice registered in my memory, so let me just do something.
Okay.
all the elders can see sitting down. Even as a child, if you climb to the highest tree, you cannot see it. I don't know how I did, but
no, can you hear that? Okay, now, this one here. I need you to sound. I need to give me a voice of a girl that is in love, asking for something from her lover.
a girl in love asking for something from
her lover. Yeah.
A girl.
Yeah, in love. You know, the voice is always different when they are in love.
Darling, I need something for my birthday. Maybe a Range Rover. Nothing now. Just a Range Rover. I love you, darling.
No, that one was good. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Now, I need you to give me the voice of Mama Ibuka, telling Ibuka to dress up quickly and go and catch up with the school bus.
Hey, Ibuka, you see that here? If I catch you from here, you go here, man. Carry your school bus away for your side. Where carry your bag? Eh? Come over here. Stupid boy. Your mates, they make money for their mama. You didn't hear it. You didn't sleep, you go jump. Come over here, my friend.
That's a good one.
I hope that sounded like Mama Ibuka.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one for Mama Ibuka. That's a good one, actually. You know, it reminds me of a neighbor we used to have when I was young. You know, she sounds exactly like this.
Seriously.
Exactly like this, you know. Exactly like this. Now, this one here, I need to give you the voice of a 5-year-old, you understand, reporting a fellow classmates to the teacher for stealing his pencil.
A 5-year-old classmate.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let me see if I reenact it, because recently on a project,
Yeah.
a Yoruba project, it's going to come out in 2024 actually.
Okay.
I put a snippet of it on my, I think that's the latest post on my IG recently.
Okay, we'll check that out.
It's going to come out. On that project, I had to play the role of maybe a 5 or 6-year-old
Okay.
girl actually.
Yeah.
I mean, with my voice.
Okay.
So let me see if I can do that again.
Okay.
Mommy, Victor's taking my chocolate. I told him I don't want to share it. But he's saying it's his. He's saying it's his. Mommy, what am I gonna do? Mommy, what am I gonna do? Victor is taking my chocolate. Oh,
You see, the ability to switch these things is not just something everybody can do, you know. And one last one. This one, I think everybody can do this one. I'm sure you can do this one very, 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 very well. The last one, the fifth one, the last one. Yeah. Now, another a conductor calling a conductor. You know, in Lagos, when you miss one.
I get. Tó bá ti níṣẹ́ ni máa wọlé o, mi ò rán yàn. Tó bá ti níṣẹ́ ni máa wọlé, ọ̀gbẹ́ni, gbà báyìí. Show up.
You see, he was talking about trying to shy away from humor the other time, you know, and the job you can't do without humor.
It's compelling. It's compelling.
You can't do without humor. You see, I really enjoyed all these voices you gave us now, you know, and that tells us a lot about you guys as artists, you know, and like you said, voice actors.
Yes.
Okay.
Voice actors.
So, you know, respect to every other voice actors out there, you know, somebody really special. Yeah, he's representing you guys, you know, and he has represented very, very well, you know. And now, this brings us to this question now. Yeah, you tend to have done a lot of voluntary services and community services. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, can I call you an activist?
Maybe not.
Because I remember you mentioned the other time, because I said we're going to come back to it. You said voiceover artists are like activists. You understand? They are doing the activism today. You understand? Just like we are the people from the past did lend their voice. You understand, to to speak for the people, you understand, to shape humanity and all that. So tell me, can we call you an activist now?
Okay, so when I said that about when I made that to activism,
Yeah.
I was talking about the opportunity to contribute your voice to the human cause.
Yeah.
So rather than refer to a voiceover artist as an activist, I would say you refer to him or her as an advocate.
Okay.
So like I said, virtually in every area. Okay, when you go to the cinema,
Yeah.
you want to watch a movie, you go to, let's say, let me not mention any brand. Before the movie screens, you get a safety message, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you see the person speaking?
No.
But you hear the person's voice. That's the person contributing
That's someone that cares
to
about
health
people.
advocacy.
Yeah.
It's not because of life will die young.
That's right.
That's somebody contributing to the health advocacy. So activists, maybe not, but advocates, 100%.
I see that. You know, another thing I need to ask now is this. Is, you know, we as people these days here, we are different. You understand now? Is it the same Oj Skills that is on LinkedIn, that is on Instagram, that is on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and because we tend to present different personalities on this what's it called, these platforms. So are you different on those platforms?
Okay,
or are you the same?
Well, I don't think you can or should be presenting different personalities on different platforms.
Okay.
I think it's more of a matter of knowing what side of you appeals to the audience on a particular platform. On TikTok, I'm Oj Skills. On Twitter, I'm on X. It's not Twitter. It's not X.
It's not X.
On X, I'm Oj Skills. On Instagram, I'm Oj Skills. On Facebook, I'm Samuel Simolua Ojo. Maybe somewhere that you would find Oj Skills in bracket or something. I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
But if you go through all my social profiles, you would see Oj Skills.
That's right.
Now, let's talk about the variations. You shouldn't reflect different personalities.
Okay.
So the person, the brand is Oj Skills.
Okay.
Everywhere you find Oj Skills on social media, you would see the same thing across the board.
Okay.
But you might now find this part presented in a different way on this platform.
Okay, I see that.
On LinkedIn, for example,
Yeah.
I won't find me on LinkedIn posting the same thing that I post on Instagram.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes Instagram and Facebook, go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I'm even more conservative with my TikTok profile.
Okay.
I'm most expressive with my Instagram profile. That's where you would see me going all out.
Okay.
So for LinkedIn, it's the business community.
Yeah.
The way you present these same things, because it's like you're doing a pitch to a corporate client.
That's right.
You're doing a pitch to a non-corporate client.
Yeah.
You have to present yourself in a different light.
That's right. I see that. So for people that want mentorship, that want to reach out to you for mentorship and all that, can we find you with Oj Skills on all these platforms?
Yes and no.
Okay. So how do we?
Yeah. Okay. So
platforms?
On Instagram, if you search for Oj Skills, Oj_skills.
Oj_skills.
Yes.
Okay.
You'd find me straight away.
Yeah.
TikTok and X, I think it's still 0J_skills. For a very long time, it was 0J_skills across board because Oj Skills was not available.
Okay.
So the moment I see that it's available on TikTok and X, I will change it.
Okay.
But just search for Oj_skills on Instagram.
Yeah.
0J_skills on X, 0J_skills on LinkedIn, Samuel Ojo, Oj Skills.
Okay.
On Facebook, Samuel Simolua Ojo. That's me.
See that, the way he's giving the instructions there and passing the information is sounding like Biggie from Big Brother, and I I think I want you guys to see that. Yeah, we have another biggie in the house.
Yeah, here we go.
We have somebody that can really do it better. You know, no disrespect to Biggie, but somebody that can do it better. I mean, I needed to tell the producer what to do, and you know, the producer is just the way Biggie does. You understand? Just give an instruction to the producer in Biggie's voice, so people can know that we have another Biggie here.
This is Big Brother.
Attention, please.
Friends, you have been summoned to the waiting room. Flora, down to the waiting room. What else is there to do?
I'm listening already. Like I'm on my way to the waiting room already. On my way to the waiting room already. You know. So yeah.
Friends, you have been found wanting, and tonight you shall be kicked out of the house.
Okay. Okay, that's a good one, my bro. That's a good one. I mean, you know, as a senior colleague that you are to me, you know, I really appreciate
Ladies and gentlemen,
I really appreciate your time.
This man right here is a very humble fellow. He's my organ in the industry. Yet here he's calling me a senior colleague.
Namaste, sir.
I don't know what to do about you, man.
Namaste, sir. So yeah, here we come to an end of today's you know, I have somebody special. I've brought him. I told you guys I had somebody special before. I've brought him for you. Yeah, now he has given you enough to go home with. And for those that want to be voiceover artists like him, you know where to find him. You know, for mentorship and all that, he's there to help you. Like he has helped me and attended to my request. My request was for him to be on my show so I can show people who my senior colleague.
How could I say no? How could I say no?
Thanks for coming, sir. Thanks for coming, sir.
It was a pleasure, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Samuel Ojo, Oj SKILLZ. First and foremost, whatever you do, make sure to bring the good books of the people you come in contact with.
Good books.
Very important. Cultivate healthy relationships.
Healthy relationship.
I'm here today because of a relationship way back. When I was speaking, I talked about the gigs I've had, relationships.
Yeah.
So I think while you're developing your skills, while you're honing your abilities, make sure you invest in people. That's the ultimate advice I'm going to give. Whatever it is you're doing, voiceover artist, music, entertainment, whatever it is, invest in people. That's it.
Thanks for coming, sir.
It's a pleasure, man.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Oj SKILLZ, live at One Mic Africa with the one and only Masterteamy.
My boss. Thanks for coming.